Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Imagine the NFL landscape shifting in a way that we didn't see coming just a few weeks ago, and it involves one of the most talked about quarterbacks in recent years, Kyler Murray. Yes, that Kyler Murray, the dynamic, electrifying quarterback who has been at the center of trade rumors and franchise debates for quite some time now. And folks, the rumors are heating up. According to some recent reports, there's a real chance that Murray might be on his way to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right, Pittsburgh, a franchise known for its legendary defenses, tough grit, and a rich history of winning, could soon be adding a new chapter with a quarterback like Murray leading the way. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is that even possible? Would the Steelers really go after someone like Murray? Well, let's dig into this, because the potential implications are enormous, not just for the Steelers but for the entire AFC North and the NFL as a whole. First, let's step back for a moment and look at the context. Kyler Murray, since coming into the league in 2019 as the first overall pick, has been a player full of promise, flashes of brilliance, and undeniable talent. But at the same time, he's been a bit of a what-could-have-been story, especially considering the Arizona Cardinals' struggles to build a consistent winner around him. His skills are undeniable. Speed, agility, arm strength. He's a true playmaker. But the question has always been about consistency, durability, and whether the Cardinals can put it all together to make a real playoff push. And frankly, Murray's career so far has been a mixed bag. He's made just one playoff appearance, which ended in a loss, and at the age of 28, he's entering what should be considered his prime, yet the team around him has often fallen short of expectations. And that's where things get interesting. The Cardinals, after finishing last season with an 8-9 record, find themselves at a crossroads. The franchise has invested heavily in Murray, but the results haven't matched the potential. Rumors have been swirling that the Cardinals might be willing to part ways with their quarterback if it means a fresh start, a reset that could jumpstart the franchise. And here's where the Steelers come into the picture, because Pittsburgh is always looking to upgrade at quarterback, especially with the uncertainty surrounding their current options. Mason Rudolph, while a capable backup, has never really shown he can be the guy to lead this team deep into the playoffs. Will Howard has potential, but still needs to prove himself at the NFL level. So, the idea of acquiring a player like Murray makes a lot of sense from a strategic standpoint. Now, let's talk about what such a trade could look like, because the NFL has seen blockbuster quarterback deals in recent years, and the value of a player like Murray is significant. To give you some perspective, recent trades involving quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, and Russell Wilson have all fetched multiple first-round picks, along with other assets. For example, Stafford went to the Rams with 2 first-rounders and a third-round pick, while Watson's deal included 3 first-round picks and additional compensation. Based on that, it's reasonable to assume that any trade for Murray would involve at least 2 first-round picks, possibly more, along with additional draft capital or players. The Steelers, with their valuable assets and the desire to find a long-term solution under center, could very well be willing to meet those demands. So, what makes Murray such an attractive target for Pittsburgh? Well, for starters, his explosive athleticism and playmaking ability are exactly what the Steelers need to shake up their offense. Since the departure of Ben Roethlisberger, the team has been searching for that franchise quarterback, someone who can not only make accurate throws, but also extend plays with his legs. Murray's mobility is his biggest weapon, and in a division that features tough defenses like the Baltimore Ravens and Cleveland Browns, having a quarterback who can escape pressure and make plays on the run is a game changer. Think about it. Murray's ability to improvise and create opportunities when plays break down could open up the offense in ways we haven't seen in Pittsburgh for a long time. And let's not forget about offensive coordinator Arthur Smith, who has shown a penchant for designing schemes that maximize a mobile quarterback's strengths. With Murray, the Steelers could incorporate read option looks, bootlegs, and play-action passes that would stretch defenses and create more open throwing lanes. It's not hard to imagine how the Steelers' offense could evolve with a quarterback like Murray under center, more dynamic, more unpredictable, and ultimately more explosive. The potential for a significant upgrade here is undeniable, especially considering the limitations that some of their current options have shown so far. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what about the long term? Is Murray the guy who can lead the Steelers to multiple Super Bowls? Well, while he's still relatively young and has shown flashes of brilliance, consistency has been an issue. But if the Steelers can surround him with the right talent, a solid offensive line, and a strong coaching staff, there's no reason to believe he can't be a franchise quarterback for years to come. Remember, Pittsburgh has a history of developing quarterbacks and turning them into legends, whether it was Terry Bradshaw, Ben Roethlisberger, or others. The potential is there, and the Steelers have always been patient and strategic in their approach. Of course, a trade for Murray wouldn't come cheap. The Cardinals are reportedly asking for a package that includes multiple first-round picks, and considering his recent trade comps, the Steelers would need to be prepared to give up significant assets. But in a league where quarterbacks are the most valuable commodities, and teams are willing to pay heavy prices for a chance to win now, this kind of investment could be justified. The Steelers have the draft capital, the cap space, and the organizational stability to make such a move happen if they decide it's the right one. Looking ahead, if Pittsburgh manages to land Murray, it could redefine their entire offensive philosophy. Imagine a quarterback who can extend plays outside the pocket, make throws on the run, and keep defenses honest with his legs. It's exactly the type of upgrade that could push the Steelers back into serious Super Bowl contention. And let's be honest, the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in football, with teams like Baltimore, Cleveland, and Cincinnati all vying for supremacy. Having a player like Murray could give the Steelers that extra edge they need to not only compete but dominate. And speaking of the division, this potential move would send shockwaves through AFC North. Baltimore's Ravens have been building a strong defense and a balanced offense. Cleveland is always dangerous with their talent and coaching, and Cincinnati has that young, explosive core. If Pittsburgh adds Murray, it's not just a game changer for the Steelers, but for the entire division. It could shift the balance of power, forcing rivals to rethink their strategies and perhaps even accelerating Pittsburgh's timeline for a Super Bowl run. Now, I know some of you are already excited about the possibility and maybe even a little skeptical. That's natural. But what's clear is that the NFL is always about moving pieces around to maximize chances of winning. And right now, Murray's talent and potential make him one of the most intriguing options available. The Steelers are known for their patience, their strategic planning, and their ability to find success even in tough situations. If they believe Murray can be the missing piece, don't be surprised if we see a blockbuster trade happening sooner rather than later. This kind of move would also send a message to the rest of the league. Pittsburgh isn't messing around. They're serious about returning to the top and reclaiming their spot as a dominant force in the AFC. The Steelers have a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a culture built on toughness and resilience. Adding a player like Murray could be the spark that reignites that fire and sets the stage for a new era of Steelers football. It's an exciting time, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe Murray is the quarterback who can bring another Super Bowl to Pittsburgh? Or do you think there are better options out there? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. This is what makes this community so special, sharing ideas, debates, and passion for our team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're entering an exciting chapter, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Whether it's new players, coaching strategies, or game day moments, I'll be here to bring you the inside scoop, analysis, and passionate commentary that you love. So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and be part of this journey as we watch the Steelers aim for greatness once again. Thanks for being with me today, and as always, go Steelers!